Okay, I'm sorry. It's 9:03. And we have forum and, so I'll call the meeting to order. Everybody have a chance to look at the minutes?
I make a motion to accept the minutes as presented.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Okay, any additions to the agenda?
Next, we approve the agenda as presented.
I second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? All right, correspondence, public comment. I understand we have a couple folks here for public comment. You'd like to stand and introduce yourself? Good morning.
My name is Mike Mullen. I'm from Chester, Maryland, and I didn't really come to offer any substantive public comments, just here to see how things are going and maybe learn a little bit about the elections.
All right, that's
Thanks.
excellent.
Appreciate you coming. Thank you.
Good morning, Sylvia Gonzalez Roman. I'm here with Mike and just here to observe.
All right, thank you very much for coming. All right, let's see what. All right, director's report.
Yes, good morning. So our candidate filing deadline, we did hit our deadline the other night. We had 47 candidates that filed locally. 11 of those candidates did wait until the last day to file, so we were here until the 9 p.m. deadline. Election judges. So the state board passed policy during their January board meeting that the director shall provide a vacancy report monthly to their local board of election members beginning in February of this year. It's a statistical report that includes polling places and party breakdown by election judge type and where they're assigned. Currently, we don't have any judges assigned yet because we still are in the recruiting process. And we do have a list of 200 registered voters that would like to be election judges that have shown interest. And the breakdown for that is we have 87 Democrat, 86 Republican, and 27 judges that are listed as other independent parties. Our election judge training classes are going to be scheduled for May 1st through May 9th. And as soon as the dates or the times are chosen and we have everybody signed up, I'll let you guys know so that you can attend the classes as well. Risk limiting audits. So we did begin our first phase of the State Board of Elections risk limiting audit test. We scanned ballots from random polling places, one of our early voting sites, and the mail-in ballot canvas. Everything up until the point that we're at right now went extremely well. We have no issues with it, and we're getting ready to start the next step of the process beginning next week. Our voting system for 2028 election has been selected. The vendor that was awarded is ES&S, which is the Election Systems and Software, which is the company that we're currently using. The equipment will be similar to what we have. It's just the upgraded newer versions of the ballot marking device from the DS200s, which will now be DS300s. I do have breakdown of cost. It was all accounted for and added into our budget, which our budget will go before the commissioners have already been submitted. We do have a meeting next week, which is our first budget meeting with them to discuss the equipment as well as new space, which Jeff kind of went into the report that we'll get to next. And that concludes my report.
What was the company again?
ES&S. ES&S.
There's 200 judges. How many do we need at a minimum to run the election?
For the bare minimum?
Yeah,
175.
175. So
Yes. And we usually have a little bit of judges that fall off that once they get the schedule, they can't make training classes because they want to go on vacation during the day. So 200 were actually sitting quite well in comparison to years past.
So if you have 200, do you have like alternates that stay on that if somebody doesn't shoot up and call, then they come,
Correct, yes.
still come?
We have like a list for this emergency list.
So that risk limited audit, that's ongoing.
So the risk limiting audit was passed. So after each election, we have to do the risk limiting audits. Ours will be conducted after the state certifies this next election in the primary. But we're testing the system right now.
Testing.
Correct.
Okay.
And the new poll books, are they through that system too, or that we're gonna be using for the next election?
No, they're through 10X.
Tenant, okay,
10X, those are the ones we talked about the last time,
gotcha, okay. And they will be for, not for this primary, but for the
for
next.
2028 as well. So 2028, we're doing new poll books, new system.
So we got correspondence from Jeff for council report. Is it gonna just,
It is, if you want, I can just speak to it, because he did go over everything.
okay,
I mean, I can read it if you'd like, or, okay.
yes.
So it's kind of a breakdown of everything that he's done since the last time we met. He researched the land records and the SDAT records regarding ownership and suitability of a potential LBE site from when he met with Todd. They got a hold of the person who owns the property out on the other side of town to try to figure out what they could do in regards to using that as a potential site. They don't have anything 100% yet, but about that, but it is a possible facility that they're looking into still. The Board of Education site is one that's still kind of in limbo. The Board of Education has to review the information here, and it has to go to the State Board of Education. They did talk about a budget meeting, so our budget meeting for our regular budget is next week, and then at the end of the month, we meet again with a hearing process, and we'll meet with DPW, since they would be the ones that would build a facility. So we'll be with them during the budget hearing for that, so they can ask questions and we can go over everything in regards to what our needs are for the warehouse space, as well as our office space.
They were looking at this property in Centerville as well, where Craig Carroll's.
As a
place,
possibility.
and that's still a possibility. Right on Railroad Avenue.
I believe he was still looking at that.
Two properties, you say you have to, merger those properties to make it, but it's in town. So that would work.
Where's the site that is on the other side of town?
I don't want to go into details because they don't have anything in writing with them yet, but there is a vacant space, but it's currently under lease. I believe they said that, it was leased already, but they were gonna try to contact the person that has it, since it's not being used.
And I'm a little unsure about what you were saying about the budget part of it, because they already had their January budget meeting, correct?
Right, Commissioners? So we meet with them next week about our office budget, and then our capital budget request, because we put in one for new space. We're gonna meet with Department of Public Works during their hearing process at the end of March.
Okay.
So they still have a lot to go.
Yeah, I understand that part, but, so you'll be presenting to them the needs of the.
Correct.
Yeah.
We'll go back over everything that they've presented already.
But we at one time talked about the board, having a meeting with commissioners. It would be helpful for us to attend that meeting, or
For the one that we're having with the budget, probably not that one, because it's more of the details of our actual budget. For the next one, it's usually just Kim and I, and then the finance department and the county administrator. Everything for that. If we need to have everyone, I would let you guys know, and at that time we can discuss it.
So based on our old business from last meeting, we were looking at an $8.1 million request.
That's the correct, that's what was submitted.
As soon as that meeting, we have the date for the end of March, that meeting, if you could let us know, because that's definitely something that some or all board members need to attend.
Yeah, that one, I believe it was March 31st.
Where's it held at?
That's how the Liberty Building.
And is it in the morning or?
No, that one is their work session, and that will be at 5 p.m.
I mean, at the very least, I think Bill and I should plan on attending, and then any other board members.
Yeah, it is open to the public.
So, I guess any background information that we would need, anything that's happened between now and then. If you could, if Jeff finds anything else out, that at least Bill and I should be aware of. Okay.
What percent of this building is the election board occupied right now? I know we just use this office. This isn't really considered election.
We just had our seat across the hall.
And that there.
That's it, yeah.
I mean, because it'd be useful to the county to have that for their purpose after, if we relocate.
So we don't know how many square feet that is.
I know the warehouse is 894 square feet. The office space is not much more than that.
The new equipment, will that require additional space anyway? You know, that would really need, so.
Yeah, looking at the footprint of this equipment versus what we're receiving, it's gonna be a little bit more. Not much, because they're quite similar, but it's like a difference of an additional 8 inches per square foot on each piece of equipment.
So are we moving the old stuff out prior to getting a new?
We don't know how we're doing that yet.
There's a time that.
There's gonna be time we'll probably have to process them.
I thought that it could be timing for us because we're in the middle of an election. We don't want to disrupt the operations if they're going to say it's going to be out here like in October, we have a November election or something.
And the space, the transition space is.
Yeah, because we don't have enough room to fit what we have currently.
Plus we have to have a polling place available at our election board office, which right now this is used.
Is that it on his report?
Yes. His written part is included in your packet.
But when he did meet with,
Yeah, he spoke with, Todd, DPW, the town of Centerville.
alrighty,
Wait a minute, hold on.
okay.
So what about the meeting with the commissioners to talk about needs of our new space? Has that occurred? Has Jeff set anything up for us? Because he was supposed to do that and then let us know.
Yeah, no, I haven't had anything about that yet.
I mean, we don't want to let that fall. For one thing, I don't think the commissioners realize our dependence on dates and years. I mean, this thing is projected out to fiscal year 29, the $8 million. In fiscal 28, they have 100,000. I guess that's for planning or, you know, whatever.
Yeah, that's based on a new building.
Right, right. Exactly. So how long are we going to have to wait with the, you know, to get some kind of solid answer for you guys? I mean, you
So
know,
I think it's gonna go, you know, after we have our meeting in March, it's gonna give us a lot of clarity too on how to move forward. Because we will be with
end of March,
right,
right?
yeah,
Yeah.
correct, when we discuss our capital budget, which means more.
So would it behoove us to have the meeting with the commissioners before that?
Well, I don't know if it's gonna be possible because we're in the middle of budget sessions right now. I mean, you know, there's multiple work sessions going on right now. So I think that maybe if we don't get clarity after that meeting, then you can move forward.
Because Jeff, you know, said he would do that. All right.
Well, the county, they're aware of the state mandate.
Correct,
That's what
yes.
we need to have. I mean, they're essentially, it's not what we
Several
want, it's what
times,
the
right?
state's requiring us to do.
Yeah.
And we've got to comply with that. And is there a time frame with the state mandate as far as when we have to be up to whatever the square footage and the size and up for operation? Did they say that, you know?
Well, it went into effect last July,
Okay, so now. but
so
is
as
there-
soon as they can provide it.
Well, it sounds at least that they're aware and that it's a real project.
It is.
Several times.
Yeah, but yeah, up to this point, I'm not sure if it was a real project. So at least, and March, so we'll find out, we'll hear, so everywhere, okay, so we'll have another meeting, but it won't be after.
No, it'd be right before. We were gonna report.
Well, I am disappointed that we aren't meeting with the commissioners prior to this. You know, I thought that was set, that we were going to have them, we'd either go to them or they come to us. I think that's unfortunate that we're going into this, you know, they're setting dates, based on a new building, they're setting out this whole year and not really paying attention to our needs. I don't think they've been educated as much as we would like them to be. But that's the way it is.
Are there any other bills coming up in legislature that will affect us or the election?
There's quite a few that are in there that are in regards to elections. At this point in time, there's nothing that we're completely concerned about. One of the ones, I know there was a hearing yesterday, and again, I haven't had a chance to look at anything this morning because we were preparing for the meeting. That was in the House, and it was for the local board of election employees to have authority in the polling places. So it's not just the chief judges who would be authority, but it would be with us. And that was one that Mayo was voted in favor of. So it's one that us as an association are in support of.
What's the point?
So right now, if something happens, the chief judge is in charge of the polling place, but we'd like it to be that the local board of elections. So if something happens there, Kim or I or any of them, someone that the director would delegate would have authority to handle the situation, whether it's with someone working the election or if there's something going on inside the election.
And there's another bill that was, is going through the process about not appointing, delegates of senators or local officials, that there would be a vote. Are you aware of that?
Yeah, I haven't
Yeah.
researched that one.
Yeah, it's going through it, that they don't want it appointed. It would be a voting thing that would affect us, basically, because you'd have to have a special election. And I don't know if it's going anywhere. I haven't looked at it this week. Just bring it up.
Okay, I'll look into that one.
Okay. Should have to.
A special election for board, you
No, like most of the people that are representing us have been appointed in the state legislature. Then they won their own elections.
Oh,
See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Somebody died, somebody left office.
gotcha.
Got it. And so the way it stands right now, the central committees get together and they submit names to the governor to take that place, that seat.
Yes.
And so what this bill is saying, well, that's not really the way we should be doing it. We should have a special
That's
election.
right. Oh, yeah, that would.
Okay.
That was House Bill 50.
50%.
That would be additional work for you guys.
Yeah, that's why I bring it up. And I don't know where it stands.
Yeah, usually when I get to the point, where they're looking at how much financially it's gonna cost us, we'll get a fiscal note from the county, that we have to do a breakdown of what it would cost us at a local level, and we send it to the county.
Right,
and
the
the
fiscal.
county. Yeah.
Okay. Have they asked you for that?
For that one, I do not have yet.
Is there a fiscal note on that? Can you see?
Not let me pull anything up because of service in here.
Yeah. I mean, if you don't have input, how could they have a complete fiscal note?
Yeah, I have not received one yet, but that doesn't mean one's not coming.
Sure, okay. All right.
That was. Moving on to old business. Any new business? Ethics report.
Have you done yours? Please make sure you do yours.
I haven't done mine yet.
don't remember seeing the email.
Your financial disclosure. you're talking about that.
Yeah.
As it gets closer to the deadline, you'll get more and more reminders.
Yes, thanks for one. I just did mine the other day.
Yeah, I don't remember seeing us.
Pretty streamlined, I mean.
Oh, yeah, no, what you do is the first year. is pretty
Just
streamlined.
updated every year.
Okay,
That's April 30th, like.
April, okay, sometime in April, all right.
That seems so far off.
All righty, any disclosures? Confirmation of the next meeting.
Next meeting will be March 26th.
So we should be prepared at that meeting to have any information that's needed for when we go to the DPW meeting a couple days later. Okay.
I guess the council will be here for that meeting, so we'll be able to, update that correctly.
And that won't have to be closed session or anything, will it? Any of that information? It's all open, right?
Correct.
All right, if March 26th is all right with everyone.
25th.
26th.
26.
26.
26. Yeah.
Oh, 26.
All right, we'll close session. All right, can I get a motion to adjourn? Thank you for visiting, everyone. Thank you for visiting.
Thanks for looking.
Thank you guys for all your hard work. All right, now can I get a motion to adjourn?
Second.
All right, all in favor? All opposed? Thank you, guys.